Of Miss Michelle Tomko.
Thanks, you guys. Thank you. How is everybody? Hi. Good-looking group. Good-looking group. I like it. This is very exciting. I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be a great night. And this is what we call, in the comedy world, a strong comic to audience member ratio. So that's good. We're all going to get to know each other. Wow, you're very excited to get to know me. I love it. That's great. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you staying off your phones, too. What's the deal? Everybody's on their phones all the time. I have to use Facebook, you know, it's a good way to network in this business, but I really don't quite know how to use it, and I don't understand it. It's, the like button bothers me a lot. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, that's pretty vague. Just that's really your only option is to like or share. And I don't really know how to handle that sometimes with the stuff that goes by in my news feed. Like when someone says their aunt died, I'm like, I don't know what, you know, like my dog died. Well, share? Is that share that? I don't know what I should be doing there. I think we should add some other buttons, you know, like, don't like, hate you, I'm unfriending you immediately, stupidest thing I ever saw, quitting with the memes, no political talk. Like, just get a whole band of them down there. You know?
Cut it out.
Cut it out! Knock it off! So I think we should start a movement in here at least to if you wouldn't like something to someone's face, then you shouldn't like it on Facebook. That's what I want us all to do. Let's just start a movement there. Because this is what happened. My friend Brian's father died, and he put this little memorial on Facebook, and it was heartfelt, it was sweet. It said, "There's a hole in my heart that can never be filled. My father lost his battle with cancer today." And 127 people liked that Brian's father died, and I just thought that was wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. And so I imagined myself like if I saw Brian on the street and I said, "Brian, I haven't seen you in so long. What's going on?" And he just looked at me and said, "Well, there's a hole in my heart. It can never be filled. My father lost his battle with cancer today." And I just stared at him blankly and went, that would be wrong to do. That's wrong, people. You know, and I have so many nice friends now. And everything that goes by my newsfeed is just nice and uplifting and great. And that's not why I'm on Facebook. I joined Facebook for the car wrecks. Like, I like people that like openly fight with their exes on Facebook. That's why I'm on there. I have no car wreck friends at all now. I mean, that used to be great where you'd see like kitten picture, kid picture. You never loved me. That's what I was on there for. That was great, you know. Now I have all nice friends. I have one nice friend in particular. Her name is Susan, and everything she puts on is so nice. It is always like the memes with like a little like sun-kissed jar of honey with some beautiful phrase on it, or wishing you peace and love today. You know, like a misty road in the woods, and the quote will say something like, "Your favorite path. Maybe one you haven't traveled yet." But she's so nice, I can't unfriend her. Like, she's too nice to unfriend. You can't unfriend her, but I'm telling you, it gets on my nerves a little bit. I'm telling you that if, like, South Jersey was wiped out with an Armageddon, okay, as soon as we got a generator running, with the first puff of electricity, what you would see is a post from my friend Susan that says, "New beginnings." Seriously, that's what she'd do. It'd be like a yogi, a sunset in the back, you know, something like that. I don't know. So I'm still figuring out the electronic stuff. But you know what? I moved to the shore permanently. I live about a mile away from here. And, you know, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, so I don't know a lot about, like, the ocean, not a lot of ocean experience. But I want to talk to you guys about something. Shark attacks. What's happening with that? Like, that actually happens. Like, people are, in this day and age, eaten by fish. That seems outrageous to me. Like, I feel very indignant when I see that on the news that there's a shark attack. I feel like, what? Like, this is America. Like, this can't be. This is America. You can't get eaten by a fish. That's lunacy. What's going on? You know, it blows my mind. And then you know what really blows my mind there are people that get attacked by sharks, and then they continue to go back in the ocean. Like, for me, that is a signal of, like, you know, stay the fuck out of the ocean. I mean, I haven't had a toe in the ocean since the 4th grade when I was stung by a jellyfish. Like, fuck that, there's plenty of pools. I don't need this shit. I am staying out of the ocean, you know? But I'm watching Shark Week. There's always one of the shows on Shark Week. There'll be like a guy in the boat and he has like a hook for a hand. He's got one of those like carbon Olympic sprinter replacement legs, you know? And he's just out there like, yeah, man, you gotta respect the sharks. You gotta respect, like, they're the bosses out there. Yeah, they are the bosses out there. Stay the fuck out of the ocean. What are you doing? Like, you gambled, you lost. Stay out. There's a girl, Bethany Hamilton. They made a movie about her. I don't know if you saw this movie, but she's a surfer in Hawaii. She got her arm bitten off by a shark, and she just continued to surf, became an award-winning surfer. Movie's called Soul Surfer. It was an okay movie. I saw parts of it. It got like 3 or 4 stars. Dennis Quaid was in it. Helen Hunt. Bethany Hamilton gave it 2 thumbs up. So that's excellent. You caught up over here. That's awesome. Thank you. That's good. They're in HD over here. It's like a 7-second delay for this table. They're watching me in HD. What I think is crazy is that they call her a hero. I mean, that's great. I don't want to make fun of her. She's a young girl. She's successful. She's living in Hawaii. You know, she's doing great. I just think it's weird to call her a hero. You know, because that's like a 2-year-old touches a hot stove, runs away, and then comes back and touches it again, and then the mom's like, "You're my hero." That's weird. It's like me going to Camden with my purse open, yelling, "Victim here! Victim here!" And then when I get robbed, I take the bus back, get another purse, and go back to Camden and go, "Victim here! Victim here!" And everybody's like, "You're my hero." That is amazing. I mean, it's the same principle. It seems weird. You know what else is weird? I'm doing fantasy football for the first time. I don't know if anybody's doing that in the audience, but you're a fantasy football guy? I hate it. I think it's the weirdest. I didn't know what it was, and everybody talks about it, and there's a show, The League, and I gotta see what this is about, and it's pseudo gambling, and who's not into that? So like, I'm gonna check it out. It's not what I expected. It's not what I expected. I mean, I thought that when I heard the term fantasy football, it meant that throughout the football season, I would be having sex with 11 other people. That's what I thought it meant. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that I am going to pretend to have an office job in the National Football League. And I don't understand why I don't know when the word fantasy moves so far away from porn. I don't know if we're just really getting lazy in this country, if it's like the hormones in the chickens. I'm not sure what's happening. But it seemed like so much work. But then, you know, I paid my $50, so now I'm going to do it. And I do all this research, and I'm like, man, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like, what am I going to do about this? So I thought, this is going to be something that my girlfriend and I will do together. We'll have a co-team. This is what we're going to do. Because then, you know, she'll have to do half the work. Like, this is going to be great. So I get all prepared for the draft, and we're at the draft. We have our stickers. We have our laptops out. And 5 minutes before the draft, she elbows me and says, by the way, I don't want any rapists or wife beaters on our team.
You're done.
My team has like 7 kickers. It's got like a couple hot dog vendors from the New York Giants. I think a janitor from the Jets. We have the WNBA covering bye weeks. Like, it's a mess. Like, I don't have high hopes at all. But then I started thinking, you know, football's kind of one of the gayest things that you can do, like be involved. Like, football is really gay. Like, when you really think about it, I mean, with the tight ends and the long snappers and the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it is gay, people. It's very strange to me, and it's that fans, like guys that are fans of football, wear the names of other guys on their back. That seems to be a strange thing. I actually have a player on my team. His last name is Gurley. So like when I see a big burly guy walking down the boardwalk, he's got Gurley on his back. That's kind of strange to me. You know, because sometimes they're standing around there like, hey, look at that fucking queer over there. I'm like, well, he's wearing Donna Karen on his back. You're wearing Gurley. I'm not sure. I don't know. Gays can get married now. That's a thing. I don't know if you guys are if that came through to you, if you're aware of that or not. I'm gonna say something not popular. I am not for it at all. Like, to me, that was a perk of the lifestyle. That's one of the reasons why I signed up for it. Like, the liberals are just taking away my rights one at a time. Like, the reason I signed up for the lifestyle is because I thought you can't get married, you can't get pregnant, you can't go to church, you can't join the army, and no one in your family will ever speak to you again. And now just one by one, that's getting taken away. No, seriously, like, not being illegal to get married. I mean, guys, how cool would it have been for the last 20 years if when your girlfriend rolled over and was squawking about getting married, you could say, baby, there's nothing that would make me happier in the world. But it's illegal. Because that's what I got to do for the past 20 years, and it was awesome. You now can adopt children, too. What is that? There was a golden age of lesbianism where people wouldn't even let me near their children, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I would be at one of those picnics, and they go, Michelle, do you want to give Timmy his bottle? I'm a lesbian. George, take Timmy to the car. Take Timmy to the car, just take him. Is he hurt? What did she do? Did she hurt him? It was fantastic. Even the church is getting involved. Like, you can be an out gay minister in, like, Episcopalians and Methodists and stuff. That's crazy to me. Like, now I have to actually get up and go to church. Like, I didn't have to worry about it because everybody that went to church said they were praying for me. I'm losing my mind with this stuff, and I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans on all you straight people because I feel like I have had a contract with you for the past couple of decades. I felt that we were going along smoothly, and I want to tell you, I call shenanigans because let me tell you a little story. I want to take you back, okay? Picture this. It's a warm autumn afternoon at a Midwest college, Ohio University. Girl arrives at the gate, baseball hat on backwards, wingtips on her feet, an acoustic guitar case clutched in her right hand, an Indigo Girls songbook tucked under the left. It's freshman orientation day, and she checks out the table. She goes by Greek life. She's not really a joiner, you know. Student government seems like a lot of work. And the Take Back the Night rally table line was just way too long to make it worth it. She felt lost. And then, out in the distance, like a lavender beacon underneath the autumn sky, she saw a sign. And that sign said something wonderful. It said, intramural, softball. She walked up to that table, and she noticed that the women at that table all had wingtips on too, and hats on backwards. One of the team captains walked up to her and said, I'm Sue. Sue asked her the usual questions. Lead off or clean up, infield or outfield, KD or Melissa. And the girl felt like she was home. And as Sue brought a clipboard to her to sign up, she caught a whiff of patchouli. It was intoxicating. And on the form, she saw the injury waiver that she must sign. And she read there in black and white, if you play intramural softball for Ohio University, you can't get married, you can't go to church, you can't join the army, you can't adopt children, and no one in your family will ever speak to you again. Thank you. Now I come to you as that girl, a little older, a little wiser, a lot tighter, because I am what is known as a gold star lesbian. If you don't know what that term is, you do. We really have to talk afterwards. How you doing? Table 11. You're only 10. You're only on the hook. So gold star lesbian is a lesbian that has never had a penis in or in. Okay? It was in college. It was college. I told you this all happened in college. It was in. So, you know, unless these laws stop changing, there's no turning back for me, you know? I mean, unless this needle dick in the front row is willing to commit to like 8 to 10 hours of foreplay just to get the tip in, I'm just stuck planning my commitment ceremony while waiting to do my 2-year tour of Iraq before my Asian babies arrive. So What I implore you guys to do this election season, more importantly than any other, is to vote for whatever red state religious right motherfucker that they throw up there, because you will be saving the lesbian way of life. I'm Michelle Tomko. God bless America. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys are very sweet. I appreciate that. You poor people are like, what is happening? We came to see Miss New Jersey. I don't know what's happening. Why is this little lesbian up here telling us stories about her college days? That is like bait and switch of epic proportions right now. What is happening? What is happening? So I am going to be bringing up our next comic, and he's a very funny guy. I worked with him a couple weeks ago, and he's going to knock your socks off. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could give a warm Butch Bradley Comedy Hideaway welcome to Dave Primiano!